enough. You're lying there, naked. Someone has their hands all over you. And I do mean all over you. And you're talking and sharing. And the emotions that your body has been holding on to are now being released. And his hands are big and strong and yet so gentle. And you're crying and releasing and releasing and crying, and then whammo! You think you're in love. Like, who hasn't been in love with their massage therapist? It's almost guaranteed. It's like falling for your shrink. I mean, can we say transference? What could I do though? I knew Jeff wouldn't believe that this happens to everyone. And of course it didn't help that Enrique was drop dead gorgeous. Oh, you have a knot in your shoulder. And to hold so much tension in your groin, we must work that out. Jeff had bursitis from playing squash, but he didn't want to see a massage therapist. In fact, he resisted it for months. It wasn't until he could hardly lift his arm that he finally relented. Things seemed fine until about a month ago. I noticed that when I asked Jeff how therapy was going, he ducked the question. Oh, fine. Just fine. I also noticed that our once thriving sex life was now drier than the Mojave, and that Jeff had resumed his squash games. So one evening, over dinner, I casually, well, as casually as I could, asked Jeff, "Hun, since you're playing squash again, why do you need to see Enrique?" Well, to my surprise and horror, Jeff casually responded that he was now playing squash with Enrique, so Enrique could show him the proper way to play, so he wouldn't re-injure his shoulder. So even though I knew better, I just had to ask that $10,000 question. "Jeff, is anything going on?" Which was met with the dreaded, "What do you mean?" Now everyone knows what "is anything going on" means. Are you fucking your massage therapist? Are you fucking the massage therapist twice a week, maybe more, now that you're also playing squash with him? Are you fucking the massage therapist using my health insurance to pay for it? You little cheating, conniving motherfucker! But instead, I replied, "You know what I mean," which of course got the response, "Don't be silly," which we all know means, yes, I am fucking him, but I'm hoping that I can make you feel immature and paranoid and you will cease this interrogation. And so I did. I loved Jeff, and we had 4 good years. This could just be infatuation. It could burn itself out. Or not. I spoke with my therapist, and she suggested I take up a sport. Well, I couldn't see getting a massage. So I borrowed one of Jeff's old rackets and headed to the gym. Lo and behold, guess who I ran into on the courts? Well, something came over me. And the next thing I know, I'm standing over Enrique. And there's blood everywhere. And then they're questioning me. And what was I supposed to say? I was jealous. I was hurt. It just happened I mistook his head for a squash ball. They didn't want answers. They wanted a confession. So I told them. It was simple. Enrique simply rubbed me the wrong way.